Kathy Beckman, aka Inspiration Gal here, and this is a video regarding the comet Elenin. First and foremost, I am sharing this information so that you can become prepared. Remember, no fear, no fear. I liken it back to when I grew up in Buffalo, when the weathermen would say that a blizzard was coming. It wasn't to frighten us, it was so that we could become prepared and be aware. The information that I'm going to be sharing here is really just a brief overview. My good friend Joseph Anthony, the psychic astrologer, and I will be giving a live presentation and be giving much more detail on June 9th in Scottsdale, Arizona. For those of you that cannot make the live event, we will also be giving a webinar following that. For more information, please visit my website, Inspiration Gal, or my Facebook fan page, Inspiration Gal. Okay, let's get going. So I am using the website provided by NASA, and it's their Jet Propulsion Laboratory. You can Google it and find this as well. You can see here that it's representing the comet Elenin. Here is the comet, and here is its path in our solar system. This is the distance of the comet to Earth and the comet to the Sun. AU represents astronomical unit, and 1 AU is the distance between Earth and the Sun. And here you can see that we're capturing it at a point in time, and here's the date that it's representing. So let's get going. On February 27th, we're going to look at our very first lineup here. You see that it lines up, and on February 27th we have Elenin, the Sun, Earth, and Jupiter's pretty darn close here. On February 27th, we did experience an 8.8 earthquake in Chile. Okay, let's look to see the next date. We're going to go forward to September 4th. And I do want to share with you there are other videos on the web that share similar dates. However, the difference here is that I'm also going to be correlating it to the Mayan calendar and what's happening in astrology. Okay, so September 4th, we had another alignment. This was with Elenin, the Sun, Mercury, and Earth, and if I zoom in, you can see that they're aligned there. On September 4th, 2010, we had a 7.2 quake in Christchurch in New Zealand. Let's go to the next time that we have an alignment, and this date isn't as well known for its quake. However, it was a very auspicious day. March 9th, we do have an alignment here, or pretty darn close. Let's keep zooming in here. You can see Earth is very closely aligned. We've got the comet, Earth, and the Sun. March 9th, Japan experienced a 7.2 quake. March 9th also happens to be the first day of the 9th and final wave of the 16.4 billion year evolution of consciousness Mayan calendar. This calendar does end. The 9th and final wave, as I indicated, started on March 9th and it ends on October 28th of this year. Okay, so let's go to the next alignment. Just 2 days. You can see the Earth is getting much more closer to that perfect alignment here, and on March 11th, we know that that's when we experienced the 9.0 quake in Japan. On the Mayan Tzolk'in sacred calendar, March 11th was represented as 3 offering. Now 3 represents action, and offering, the day sign offering, is often associated with water. So we have action and water on March 11th, which happened to be, of course, as we all sadly know now, the day of the tsunami. So these are all in history. Let's move forward to see when the next alignment is going to occur. We have one coming up here on August 17th. On August 17th, we have a little bit different alignment. Continue to zoom in. We've got Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and Earth all in alignment here, but we have the comet over here at a 90-degree angle with the Sun. No one knows for sure exactly what's going to happen. I'm only pointing this out so that you can mark this day and perhaps be prepared. Again, the comet's going to have a 90-degree angle to the sun on that day. August 17th also happens to be the last day of the 5th night of the Mayan calendar, and the 5th night in each and every wave has always been the most challenging time of any wave. Okay, for more information, please do visit my website, Inspiration Gallery. I've got more information there, or go to Kalaman.com. Carl Kalaman is the gentleman who has written extensively on the evolution of consciousness. August 17th will also bring the moon. We're going to be in Mercury retrograde. The moon is also in a challenging alignment with Mars, Pluto, and Saturn, so it's a time for adjustment and inner turmoil. So again, mark your calendars here, August 17th. The next alignment is September 11th. This actually is an alignment, so to speak, but it is the date when the comet is going to be the closest to the sun. It's going to be about half the distance, you can see here, from the Earth to the sun. September 11th is close to the midpoint of the 6th day, and every time we have a midpoint, those are usually fairly turbulent times. You can kind of think of the crest of a wave, and at the crest it's when it has the most energy. September 11th is also the day before the harvest full moon, which will be in Pisces, which brings a spiritual awakening, a rebirth, or an ending. So now let's go to the next alignment. We have one here on September 19th. This is when, you can see here, the comet will be equidistant between the Earth and Sun. There's really nothing particular happening with the Mayan calendar or astrology, but I just wanted to point out this date for you. The next date is September 27th. This is when the Earth, the comet, and the sun are in alignment. Now, if this comet is as big as they say it is very possible that this comet will block out the light of the sun. No one knows for sure. The Maya do predict 3 hours or 3 days of darkness. I don't know if this is it, but again, September 27th, please do mark your calendars. On the Mayan calendar, we're in the 6th night, which creates understanding and clarity, and there's a new moon on the 27th in Libra, a new way of embracing relationships and wanting to unite and finding balance. So let's move forward, and I want to show you what's happening here with the comet. It's slowly getting closer and closer. We're also going to need to be watching for the comet's tail, if this truly is a comet. Comets' tails always point away from the sun. So let's see, the next one here is on October 17th, and on this day it is when it is the closest to the Earth. Okay, so again, we might be experiencing something when it's that close to us. We don't know. It could be pulling on us, on our gravity. No one knows for sure what will happen, but again, October 17th. We've got October 28th, which nothing specific is happening with the comet. However, I just want to note that October 28th is the final day of the 16.4 billion year Mayan calendar, the evolution of consciousness. Okay, if we move forward, we've got here on November 5th, you can see that right about here is when Earth starts going into the path of Elenin's orbit here. We do not know what will happen there either, but it's very possible that we could be in some kind of dust particle path. Also, any pilot out there knows that we're not supposed to fly into the jet wash of another plane or fly too closely, so we don't really know what's going to happen when we're effectively in Elenin jet wash. Moving forward, a day that many of us have been looking for many years, 11-11-11. There is another alignment here. Let me just pull this out. We've got Venus, Mercury, Earth, and Elenin. Now, it's not an alignment with the Sun. All of the alignments we've been doing so far has had the Sun involved, but I did want to point this out because, again, there could be some pretty big gravitational pull here. I'm not going to go into the meaning of 11-11-11 right now, but it's also a very spiritual day. It's also on the Mayan sacred calendar. The Zolkin calendar will be 1 Jaguar. It's the beginning of a new Trisena, a time to commune and give thanks to Mother Earth. Follow your instincts. Jaguar shows us that we no longer need to fear the jungle or the night. Jaguar also teaches us to face our inner demons and arise transformed. We'll also be in a full moon. We have a full moon in Taurus on the 10th. Values and what we believe in are property and a realization. Okay, so that's all on November 11th. And the final date that I'm going to go over here is November 23rd. We've got the Sun, the Earth, and the Comet in one final alignment this year. On the Mayan calendar, it's 13 Transformer, or the last day of the Trisena. 13 is known as Ascension. Thus, the Mayans celebrated this day as a lucky day of transformation leading to wisdom. We're also going to have a solar eclipse on the 24th. The Sun enters Sagittarius. Favorable aspects, looking at the world in a philosophical way. Need to travel, learn, understand, and look at things a new way. So again, please write down these dates. I will also be making these dates and more extensive information available on my website, inspirationgal.com. And please do visit us on Facebook as well. And again, most importantly, no fear, no fear, no fear. This is a time to prepare. Please have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thanks.